Okay, so this is the Green Bay Packers 1967, 66 season, 67 Super Bowl championship scrapbook. It's got the insignia patch on the side, a medallion, metal medallion, a raised metal medallion on the front, very elegant, and a raised decal on the back. It's a 3-inch scrapbook, thick, 16 by 13 I believe is the size, heavy. It's made out of a material that looks like leather, but it's better for this because like you can get those indentions and they just come right out. They just mold right out, and it's water resistant. Not that you'd have it around water. I'm still going to put another Super Bowl pin up here. That's the Bud Bowl pin right there. Some vintage pins. They're in excellent condition. Super Bowl I. Green Bay Packers beat the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl I. So it starts off as you're beginning the season. So they had just won the championship against the Browns the year before in 1965 season, 1966 championship. And so you have a magazine that is very rare. That's the Sports Illustrated from January 10th, 1966. And then some photos, some wonderful literature from some of the greatest sports writers of their time in the 70s and of all time. I want to say there's about 40 something pages of this with lots of pictures. Try to scoot through this. I'm going to skip a bunch of pages. You know, the lineups of the Chiefs and the Packers. I won't skip too much. You can see how illustrated and detailed this is. It's like a play-by-play of the Super Bowl and a pregame. Kind of tells you, it takes you back to 1966. A bunch of pages. Okay, and then it tells you here, kind of like an index, how they got there. League standings, week-to-week box scores, weekly scores of every game showing, Packers statistics for every game, team and league final statistics, weather conditions for games, over 100 photos, actually over 250 photos I believe. Did that early going. Basically the encyclopedia of the 1966-67 Packers, really. All the Packer statistics. This is week 1. They played against the Baltimore Colts and won 24-3. And so when you turn the page, a picture of the program and some really awesome pictures of the Packers and the Colts, and of course the box score and statistics. That's for every week, so you just kind of can have your kids and grandkids learn about who the great Green Bay Packers dynasty was in the 1960s. As most of you may or may not know, they won 5 championships in 7 years, the Magnificent Seven. In this case, this would be their 4th one in the 1960s. They won 61 season, 62 season, 65 season, 66 season, and 67 season. Of course, Super Bowls happened in January of the following years. So here's another book as we get through this is January 1967. This is where they played Dallas. And so that's a Sports Illustrated magazine that you can just kind of pull out and read it. Excellent condition. Over 50 years old. And then Super Bowl I against the Kansas City Chiefs. Again, another magazine. This is from, it's hard to see this one, January 23rd, 1967. Max McGee, Green Bay on top of the world. Max McGee puts the Packers ahead of the Chiefs. Super Bowl of course, the box score. Play-by-play. Every single play. The actual Super Bowl program, very rare, very expensive Super Bowl program book, I'll tell you that. And so was the packaging. I had to put it in this book. And then there's 10 pictures on each page, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120 more pictures of the Super Bowl alone. So about 200 pictures altogether, counting all the regular season photos. This is the 1967 yearbook for the Green Bay Packers, which again goes over the season in a lot of detail. In excellent condition again. And then the 1967 Topps football cards Packer team set. After you turn the page, you can see the actual cards, and they're embedded into pictures and top loaders, of course, to protect them. And then they did a 25th anniversary tribute set for the entire roster. I believe this one's 45 cards. Very rare. Those are pro set Super Bowl cards. They're not as rare. And then very rare, I've got 3 of these books that I put together, and all of them have one of these 1960s actual pennants in mint condition. And that's the book. So if you're a Green Bay Packers fan and you want to have something to pull off the shelf that kind of shows, sit down with your grandkids and your kids and pass it on to your children. I'm going to keep one of these books. I made 3 of them. First one I ever made. And reach out to me. It's the Green Bay Packers, 1966, 1967, their first Super Bowl year. And like I said, this all molds back out. It's been sitting there for a little bit. And very elegant scrapbook. Reach out if you're interested.